Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Sophia Parola with Garden State Film Festival, and today I am here with the people behind the making of the music video 3. Congratulations, guys, for being accepted into Garden State Film Festival.
Thanks, Sophia.
Yep.
Yes, thank you so much for taking time out to talk to us. I'd love just for you both to introduce yourselves and like the title you have in this music video. Starting off with you, Mark.
I acted as, I guess, the cinematographer, the director, and the water boy, I guess, for most of this.
Yeah, that's right. Except for he also edited it all together, and yeah, there's all kinds of other things we could say, like you commandeered the flying camera and all of that stuff. But I'm Glenn Burtnick. I'm a member of the band, the Weaklings. And I, along with my brothers in the band, we wrote the song, and we've been working with Mark Laidlaw for a while. Really respect his abilities and his video work, as well as him being a cool guy. And so we sat down. As I recall, the manager of the band, Tony Palagrossi, Mark and I sat down saying, okay, how do we make an interesting video for this song 3, which happens to be the title of the title track for the album. And we were just playing with lots of different concepts, and I'm not 100% sure how this concept came up, but I know it was
all you. It was all you.
I don't know about that. But at the brick wall, we were sitting at at Toast. We were sitting at Toast, I think. And the idea of like, well, let's, something that's kind of going on right now in history of the United States is, people who are tranning, like either you're a transvestite or transsexual and things like that. And we thought that, how could we explore that in a rock video based on a song of ours, which talks about, every time that girl walks by, it breaks my heart in 3. Well, that could be taken any which way. Why does it break your heart in 3? Well, maybe because you adore her, or maybe, I don't know, because you're disappointed. I don't know. I don't even know what the connection is myself. I just thought we thought it would make an interesting video to watch.
Yeah, I think Glenn, did you write the song, Glenn, like lyrics wise?
The 3 of us did. It was really Bob Berger, myself, and John Murjavi.
Okay, I feel like that, the whole idea when they were writing the song was they didn't have this in mind. And then Glenn basically, when we were talking about the video, he just wanted to sort of subvert people's expectations a little bit.
Well,
yeah, I definitely think it was an interesting reveal, and it is very relevant to the times that we're in. And it's, and it's completely normal, and in the video it is normalized in a sense that it should be. So I really enjoyed that. I love to talk to you a little bit, Mark, about what it was like directing a music video. I'm not sure if, I know that you guys said you worked together a lot, but I would love to know just the collaboration process, like how hands-on was it, you two both together, or were you making a storyboard? I'd love to know just about the process of directing this music video.
Well, we came up with, it was actually more like once we had the concept in mind that Glenn brought to the table. Again, Glenn sort of almost acted like a producer as much as he was a musician on this project. He found our 2 actor and actress, which I'm not 100% sure if it's clear in the video, because again, we're trying to keep things extremely ambiguous, but
right. We don't want to give anything away, maybe, unless you guys do. I'm not sure when people will watch, but
might not be
I hear you.
the girl on the boardwalk. So he found our talent, and once we had that in mind, we just came up with concepts about, like, where are we going to shoot, how are we going to make that interesting. And it sort of started out with just like an August morning shooting around Asbury Park, walking around. And once we had that footage, I think we came up with the idea that wouldn't it be great to just project it over the band while they were playing to sort of tie everything in. And after that, it was sort of lining up with Pete to figure out, you know, how we can fit him in. He was kind of the last piece of the puzzle because we weren't 100% sure we'd be able to get him. Glenn, I don't know if you want to add more to that.
You know,
It's been a while, Glenn. I feel like we should let the cat out of the
well,
bag.
I know it's hard to talk about without. Okay, I will let the cat out of the bag. So the storyline of the video, there's two things going on in the video. One is the band. Now I just feel really bored by rock videos. And the Weaklings have done tons of these where it's like, okay, there they are, they're sitting and they're playing their instruments and they're playing their song. And, you know, I find that uninteresting. And so it was, let's add to that. But in order to shoot the band, we came up with this idea, let's project on us while we're performing. So there's actually a projection on us. And that's the band shots. The other thing, the other storyline is a guy waking up in the morning, clearly a guy getting out of bed and changing, morphing into this beautiful young woman who's walking around Asbury Park. And that's so everybody's convinced that Pete is the girl on the boardwalk, but truth of the matter is we shot Taylor Hope, who's a local musician. She's a violinist, lovely Monmouth University graduate. And we shot her first, and I sent photos to Pete Carter, who is a brilliant makeup guy and actor and really videographer on his own. And I said, Pete, can you make yourself look like this girl? And shockingly, brilliantly, he blew our minds when we did it, but we went to a hotel room. We Mark shot, now Mark set up all these shots, but Mark shot Pete getting out of bed, going to the mirror, shaving his legs, shaving his face, and eventually, and
People really like the legs part. We hear about that often, don't we, Glenn?
Yeah, well, you know, it's like the most shocking part of the video, maybe. I don't know.
Seconds of the video, and they're like, oh,
well,
no.
I don't know that I've ever seen shots of somebody shaving their legs, but he, and he puts on a wig and everything, and he absolutely turns into this girl, Taylor. And so that's, I think that answers that question.
As far as specifically sort of storyboarding, though, Sophia, it was because we had this in mind where we were going to project this over the band. It did take a little bit of planning because, of course, while things are happening, as far as Taylor walking, we wanted that to simultaneously be projected over the band. So it was a little bit of trying to shuffle things around to make sure that, we were queued up properly, I guess.
Right. Wow, that is so interesting. I really, number one, the leg shaving got my attention as well, but it's something that kind of makes sense at the end, which I really love when people do that in film or any artistic piece. And I did not know those were two different actors. So I really have to commend you guys and commend Pete and Taylor and everyone involved in that. I think that's so amazing. I love what the story that you created in this music video. We have like five more minutes. So I really want to ask you, Glenn, what was the process of writing this song? And I'm guessing, obviously, you didn't have this story in your head while you were writing it because you guys said it was something you developed later. Right. So tell me a little bit about the song 3.
Well, it really, I came up with this idea of, that hook line of every time that girl walks by, it just kills me, breaks my heart in 3, which I thought was a novel enough idea and for a pop song. And our guitarist, John Merjavi, he really started it with this great guitar lick. He started this guitar riff, excuse me, and he sent it to myself and Bob, and I immediately reacted. I said, I can write a song over this, So, the idea basically, I was very inspired by John's guitar work, and as a pop songwriter, you're just always looking for things that are interesting, something to say that hasn't quite been said the same way before, hopefully. So you know, by putting on this thing about every time that girl walks by, it breaks my heart in three. You know, that's actually that is a feeling that I've had, you know, so there's a certain amount of honesty in that, and maybe it's something that people can relate to. And that's partially how I write songs, is drawing from what I know and drawing from what I think people might be interested in.
Oh, that's so interesting. And I like that it's called Three based off of that lyric. I think it's really interesting how people come up with lyrics and songs. So guys, I know the Weaklings, which is your band, Glenn, is from Asbury Park.
Yes,
Is that
pretty
correct?
much. Pretty
Wow.
much.
And then you guys filmed in Asbury Park, and then we have the Garden State Film Festival, which was like born in Asbury, and you're premiering in Asbury. It's very cool that it's so Asbury based, and a lot of people who might see this music video might be locals in Asbury. So I'd love to ask you how that feels to have this film premiere in the town you filmed in, and where the Weaklings is from, and also like why you decided to submit to Garden State Film Festival.
Well, personally, before Mark speaks, I'll jump in. I love Asbury Park. It's a really important location in my life. I've lived in Asbury Park for the past 15 years, and thrilled that the Garden State Film Festival has, you know, taken note of the wonderful work of my buddy Mark Laidlaw.
Thanks, Glenn. So, I mean, I love Asbury Park. The thing that I love most about Asbury Park, though, is that it's still like, as much as it's changed, it still really has like quite a bit of an unpolished feel to it. So I did want to like sort of like showcase that with our little walk around town, the grittiness, the fences, the, you know,
The beautiful murals too. You really captured the art part of this.
The art for sure. I don't know. I just think that it came together really well, and I was super happy with how it turned out. And I don't, I mean, I have plenty of imposter syndrome, as I'm sure like every filmmaker has. So when it came time to think about should I submit this to anywhere, of course I'm going to do it to the place where it's most likely, or people will be like, woohoo, yes, Asbury, you know. But you know, I just showed it to some people, and of course, you know, the band's fans had already seen it, and it was received so well. And to me, I just I wouldn't change anything about the video, even now. You know, it's well over a year since we shot it at this point. I just thought it was great, so that was my reasoning behind submitting it to Garden State Film Festival. I'm super excited. I hope plenty of Weaklings fans show up to the live showing, because it would be so great to just have that place packed with people that love the band.
Absolutely. Me too. I'm so happy you guys decided to submit to Garden State, and I'm very excited for people to see this. And I think that not only is it a wonderful song that's like catchy, you could just listen to the song itself, and then we have our Asbury Park people who know the place that they're seeing will love that, but also the story behind it, I think, is very universal. And I really love that you guys added that in this music video. So I have to commend you, congratulate you again. And I love to tell everyone watching how they can see this, and you know, where they can go in Asbury to see it. It will be playing in the venue of Asbury Lanes, Saturday, the 27th, March 27th, in the film block, 8 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. So I think that's a great time, a great place. Asbury Lanes, Saturday night. I really hope a lot of people can come and get to watch this music video. Congratulations again, guys.
Thank you, Sophia.
Thanks.
Thank you
Bye-bye,
so
guys.
much.